Morning, y'all. Adventure Brad here. Little Shackleton the Explorer. Did a little camping last night. Had the hammock slung up where you guys are. Campfire and stuff. But I wanted to talk to you about two important things that I always take camping with me. Uh, well, puppy dog Sandy. I've only done that once in the past 15 years or so. So anyways, we're breaking shackle in, so we're just kind of close by the house here. In case anything went wrong in the night, he puked in a sleeping bag or something, we could just go home. Um, but I wanted to share something even on these close trips, even on the far trips. Two things that I just always take with me. One of them is a shovel. Now, I'm not talking one of those little cat poop hole diggers that the ultralight campers use. You're going to carry something, carry a stick, find a stick. That thing's stupid. I don't understand that at all. Even here in the desert, that's like really thin on wood. You can find a stick, you can find a rock. I don't understand that. An e-tool is pretty handy, but they're also kind of fiddly. Do not. I have a big disdain for the three-part ones. I have one of the cool Swiss ones that the old man gave me. It's just a two-part, breaks in half. That one's cool because it's got a wooden handle about this long. And it only bends at the end. The cool thing is you can bend it at the end into a 90 shape. Handle here, shovel point down like this, and that gives you a nice tool for when you're jeeping or when you're stuck or when you want to dig out. You could reach under a vehicle, drag dirt out. That works really good for that. But if I have conveyance, if I'm in a Suburban or a four-wheeler or something like that, I'm going to carry either this or a real full-size Razorback. The Suburban, I carry a Razorback most of the time. This fits good in here. But if you're going to use a shovel and you're going to carry it and you got the room, it's one of those things that you can do a lot with a shovel. I'm talking about a multi-purpose tool. One, obviously, dig holes. I start by digging my campfire. It's one of the first things that comes out. Um, you could dig holes. You could trench away. Like right now, I'm in a wash. I would never camp here if there's a threat of rain because that's just stupid. But if it was because desert flash floods. But if you were expecting a trickle or something like that, you could always divert. You could play in the water. You could build a dam. Um, the other cool thing about shovels are security in the desert. This gives me a nice reach out to abate critters. I don't like killing things, but if I'm in a situation where it's pinned or it's mad at me or whatever else, I can take care of it. A shovel's a handy thing to dispatch animals with that are unhappy. And coming to that, two-legged critters. You have a baseball bat or a shotgun laying in camp, everybody's eyes are drawn to it. Everybody's worrying about that. But if you have a shovel casually out, and I typically like leaving it in the spot not quite out this exposed because I wear flip flops, I'll kick the edge of it and I'm an idiot. But I'll bring it back somewhere like this. And that way, if I'm around the side of the vehicle, I'm out in here, I'm anywhere around, it's quick at hand. Nobody wants to take the edge of this to the face. Um, so, in terms of security, self defense, on the down low, nobody will ever notice this. And this doubles your reach. And that's a lot of weight. Nobody notices it's quick at hand. You can have it laying around. I really like a shovel. Like I said, it's the first tool that comes out most of the time, and it's one of the last tools that goes in. It's just they're all too handy. The other tool I'm talking about is actually under my butt. I still have one. It's in there. It's really great for going around. Just a little foam mat. Uh, they work good. Big folding chairs work good. But when I was doing a lot of motorcycle riding in Baja, a guy that I talked to, and I already went over this, was the clothesline. And the clothesline is just like immense right now. I got stuff up off the ground. It works as a dog leader if I need it. Clothesline is invaluable. We've talked about that in a previous video. This video, I really wanted to concentrate on the shovel and this chair. And in particular, this style chair. No, I'm sorry. My kitty cat and the puffy here is not going to be too happy. but in particular this style chair. The thing about it is it gets you off the ground. And not that I like to say that I'm older, but I'm getting there. And when you're sitting on the ground all the time, that's just so hard on your knees, getting up and down. This thing, it gets you up, 12, 14 inches off the ground, takes all that burden off. You're not sitting down in the bugs, all that. It's extremely comfortable. It vents very well. If you can't tell, I've had this chair for easy 4, 5, 6 years now. It's getting a lot of use. It's probably only got a year or two left in it. That's the fiberglass material just dying on it. But yeah, it's aluminum. It folds down. You can see that little blue strap I have here. It all folds down into about, 2-liter water bottle size thing. And it's kind of like the shovel. I don't like carrying a lot of creature comforts when I'm out here, but certain things really make a difference. And just a nice, comfortable chair to sit down in. I find it as a nice catch-all. With hammock camping, it's where I throw all my clothes and everything at night when I strip down to get into bed, so that works really good. So anyways, think about the kit that you carry. Try to have stuff that's multi-purpose, useful, and the same thing is, we're not out here to prove how rough of a time or how manly we are. I've slept next to a fire and nothing but a jacket many a times, not because I was stuck, survival, or whatever else, just because I was wandering in the woods for the day and I decided I didn't want to end the wandering, so I wandered till dark, built a campfire, ate a can of beans, and camped the night. And I still have no problem doing that. And we're probably going to do here real soon a down and dirty video here, just because it's nice to get back to the basics, but at the same time, Canterbury talks about it, but it was Kephart or Nesmith or somebody, but I really like the term, and it's very poignant, I guess. I think I'm using that wrong, to it, but smoothing it. We're not out here roughing it. We're not out here trying to be expensive homeless people. We're out here to try to relax, take the sights and smells in, to listen to the wind through the Palo Verde. That's the fun part. So when you got a thorn in your side, you're sitting on a rock, or your campfire is just not quite right, it's nice to have the tools to piddle with it. It's nice to have the tools to sit there and relax, take things easy. Another big point is I love baby wipes. Get the unscented ones. But yeah, just get baby wipes. They work really good for keeping your eyeballs clean, fingers clean. Yeah. But try to think of the gear that you carry. Try to make things that allow you to enjoy the environment more. Think of ways that you could smooth things out. Stuff sacks are beautiful. Things don't have to be folded and put away neat. They need to be put away where they're ready for use next time, so not dirty, full of twigs, wet, that sort of thing. But they also need to be able to be so you could use them. I hate spending forever camping, setting camp up. This morning was pretty neat, even with the puppy running around. It took me a little bit longer to boil up coffee and get that going than it took to pack the hammock up, minus the suspension straps and all that. So it's nice when you're refined, and then you can sit around and BS like this for 10 minutes and enjoy a cup of coffee you got sitting here on the rock with your favorite adventure hound. So anyways, since we're on to new terms, cheers. Y'all have a good one here. You hear? Black French press coffee. The Guinness of breakfast. You guys have a good one.